What's going on, guys? It's Danny here, and this is going to be the player perspective of me playing Lifestealer. I had this amazing game a few days ago. This has to be done as a replay because unless I do it as a replay, I can't upload it. When I played this game on stream, I had music on the background, and I can't upload on YouTube with music because of copyright issues. So this has to be done as a replay. I haven't done replay commentary in a very long time anyway, so I hope this is fun and good for all of you. So Lifestealer, one of my most played heroes. When I have to play carry, I always look, is this a good Lifestealer game? Because this is one of the carries I played the most. If it's a good Lifestealer game, I'm picking this hero. So what made me pick Lifestealer here is I picked it when the enemy had one pick left. Enemy last picked Medusa, and Medusa is good against Lifestealer, I will explain later. But Lifestealer is very good against everybody except the Medusa. Because if you look at their heroes, they get countered by magic immunity, and that's what Rage gives me, magic immunity. So Jakiro gets completely countered by it. Clockwork. Hookshot goes through magic immunity, so Clockwork is also not bad against you, but overall I don't care about the cogs and the battery assault when I'm immune to magic. And Lifestealer is very good in lane. Another thing you should be considering when you pick your hero is your lane matchup. And Lifestealer has really good lane matchup against Centaur, because Centaur is one of those high HP strength heroes that Lifestealer just likes to play against because of Feast. Every time I hit such a high HP hero like Centaur, I feast and I get so much HP, so much lifesteal. So my starting item build here is like the setup for Magic Wand, basically. Setup for Magic Wand is starting with a mango and 2 branches, and then you finish the magic stick from the side shop. So I get, it's pretty standard starting item build. When it's against one offlaner, of course. If I played against a heavily contested lane, then I would definitely need more regen than just one set of tangos. But I know that enemy is gonna have Centaur offlane. It's obvious, you can tell by their lineup. And I'm gonna have supports on my side. I'm gonna have the Winter Wyvern and the Roaming Naga. So just one set of tangos is completely enough for this game, for this lane. Right here, I'm just like focusing on denies completely. Carry's job in the early game, make sure the lane does not push. If the lane pushes, offlaner gets way too much farm. He will get last hits and he will get experience for free under the tower. So I wanna make sure that the lane doesn't push. And right here, I don't know if we kill him. Maybe we kill him because I'm faster than him. Lifestealer, yeah, Lifestealer without boots is faster than Centaur without boots. It's just base movement speed. That's just how it is. That's just how the heroes are. 315 base movement speed versus 300. So I'm slightly faster than him. And I get that kill, easy kill. You know, it's punishment. It's punishment. You see the offlaner going close with 1/3 HP going for a last hit. You punish him. And right here is the typical example what I said earlier. Centaur wants to trade and I'm like, sure, we trade. I open wounds for lifesteal plus the lifesteal from Feast, and you can see how I won the trade very efficiently. And I forced him to use his healing salve right there. And I didn't even lose that much HP. With just one tango, I'm ready to heal up to full HP. And basically by trading with him there, I'm helping. Another thing that I kind of want to go back in a little bit. Just for once, I want to go back. Another thing that when I play support, some carries don't do is they let the offlaner contest my pull. I want to show you something. If you are the stronger hero, in this case, I'm a Lifestealer, he's a Centaur. If you're the weaker hero, if the offlaner is some strong hero that can win the trade against you, sure, I don't mind. But if you are the stronger hero, you don't let the offlaner contest your support's pull. That would be perfect if you can do that. So I want to go back a little bit. I want to go back a little bit with free camera. So right here, the Winter Wyvern pulled, right? He pulled creeps, and right here, the Centaur starts trading with me. And I have 3 creeps from the Radiance side hitting me, plus the Centaur hitting me. But I do not care, because in this case, I'm the stronger hero. If from here, instead of trading with this guy, I backed all the way, because, you know, there are 3 Radiant creeps and a hero. If I backed all the way, the Centaur, what he could do is he could go straight like this to the right side. And he could fuck with the pull of my support. And I don't want that, because my support gains experience and he gains gold from the pull. My support is almost level 3 and the Centaur is like level almost 3 as well. If my support and the enemy offlaner are the same level, then that's good for me, obviously. That's good for us. So right now, because... Okay. Another reason to another way or another reason to stay here, to not let the Centaur contest the pull. If I stay here, I get vision of Centaur, and if I see him going to the right side, I would go after him immediately and scare him away. So right now, as you can see, Winter Wyvern got the chain pull. Centaur couldn't disrupt it and take the creeps away and then mess up the lane equilibrium. So right here, just staying aggressive, playing aggressive. And now that I see where the Centaur is, I see that he's not contesting the pull, then I just go back and take my lane back. Sorry, I had a little stutter there, sorry. I didn't know how to word it. Sometimes I don't know how to word things. It's not that easy, believe me. Illusion. So right here, the Winter Wyvern is done with the pull, and we kill the Centaur, I believe. He should die here. His TP is on cooldown, he can't do anything, he can't escape. One thing that Centaurs should consider in this lane, one thing you consider on the offlane is if they can cancel your TP. We don't have a stun. Me and Winter Wyvern don't have a stun. So when we go on the Centaur like this, he should be able to TP out. But in that case, he had it on cooldown, so very good for us. We just get another kill. It's the second kill. The second kill in 3 minutes on the offlaner. It's very nice. We get a lot of experience, we get a lot of gold. And now that I am 1 level ahead of the Centaur, I can deal with him alone. I'm very strong against him. Okay, skipping until Clockwork reconnects. Skip, skip, skip until clock reconnects. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, it's gonna be in the title of the video, but going Radiance this game. On Sunday, on my high skill ranked game commentary video, we saw a Lifestealer Radiance, and I showed you that game where I played. It's this game where I played Lifestealer with Radiance, and a lot of people said, show this game, upload this game. And it really is one amazing game, and since my channel is sharing, it's about sharing moments, like the little debated, you know, the little bait funny moment yesterday, and full games, just sharing games and moments from me playing games. Well, I will do it as a replay and I will upload it still. So, going Lifestealer Radiance this game, and nowadays, I've heard pro players say it as well, Radiance is better, going for the Radiance build is better than Armlet. It used to be Armlet before, a must-have on Lifestealer, but Radiance is better now. Radiance gives you damage, a lot of right-click damage. Let me see. It gives you 65 right-click damage, plus the 60 magical damage per second, and the mischance. Like, it's just a really good damage item. And it also helps you farm faster. So why not get it? It's awesome. Lifestealer, to deal damage, he right clicks people. And right click damage is nice. Exactly like Desolator. That's what Desolator gives you. It gives you damage and minus armor. So it makes your right click better. Well, Radiance also gives damage and it makes your right click better. And it has the minus armor, which when you get kited, sometimes with Lifestealer you can have this problem of getting kited. Radiance continues to deal damage per second. That's one good thing about Radiance. It continues to deal damage per second when your hero is getting kited. That's why it's so good on Wraith King, right? Because Wraith King often gets kited. Well, your Radiance will deal damage to everybody. And also it helps you farm faster. Radiance can help you kill creeps faster, clear creep waves, and it can speed up your farm by a little bit. Right now, on like in this patch, there are very popular disc carries that buy Battle Fury. You know, the Juggernaut and the Faceless Void, and even troll people buy Battle Fury on almost every melee carry hero because it's a very efficient item. They made it cheaper in one of the recent patches. They made Battle Fury cheaper, so it's a very efficient farming item. And Lifestealer, unless you want to get Midas, you don't farm very fast because you are single target. You are not cleaving creep waves and jungle camps to flash farm like crazy. And Midas is not really that nice, so Radiance is very good for damage, and it speeds up your farm a little bit. Alright, gonna go ahead and jump when Clockwork reconnects. I don't remember the Clockwork being disconnected like this the entire game. I think it's only in the early game he was DCing a little bit. But this is not gonna happen later, I'm sure. Sorry about that. By the way, about the skill build, probably 90, if not 95% of my Lifestealer games, or even higher maybe, I leave Feast on level 1, and that's how it should be, I'm sure. Feast on level 1 until you max the other two first. In this game, the only reason I have Feast on level 2 is because I'm playing against a high HP offlane hero. I'm playing against a Centaur in lane. So every time I hit him, something that a lot of people may not notice about Lifestealer. I didn't notice either in my first probably 200 Lifestealer games. It's pretty crazy, but I didn't notice. Feast deals bonus damage apart from lifestealing. It says Lifestealer attacks, damage enemies, and heal himself for a percentage of his target's current health. So Feast gives you, like, the more HP they have, the harder you hit. It's not only the lifesteal, 5.5% on level 2. It's also 5.5% more damage. That's something I didn't really notice when I played my first 100 Lifestealer games. It's pretty crazy, but I really didn't notice it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I hope I'm not wrong, right? What if I'm wrong and it doesn't deal bonus damage? It does. It deals bonus
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower is under
It
attack.
has to be that way. Anyway. So, just sitting on the lane, farming my Radiance.
Dire's middle
By the
tower
way,
is
between
under attack.
maxing Rage and
Dire's
Open
structures
Wounds,
are fortified.
you, like, I would... Probably the perfect level 5 item skill build for Lifestealer is 2-1-2. You have 2 points on Rage, 1 on Feast, and 2 on Open Wounds. Sometimes I max Open Wounds, level 3 Open Wounds on level 5. When I play against a ranged hero and we have kill potential on him, and that kill potential is me slowing the hero, if killing the enemy offlaner depends if you can slow them or not, then maxing Open Wounds is very good for that extra range, because it's level like 400 range on level 4. I don't know if we kill this guy. No, okay. I tried to infest for extra damage, but it was too late, and it wouldn't have been enough anyway. There, what we should have done is I should have started with Open Wounds, and then Naga should have waited with the Ensnare, because Ensnare can cancel TP. Naga waits with the Ensnare and cancels Centaur's TP. I am pretty sure Naga's Ensnare cancels TP. They changed it so Meepo's Ensnare does not cancel TP, but I'm pretty sure Naga's Ensnare does cancel TP. God, I'm like, it's so bad when I start doubting myself about things. No. Oh my god, okay. Anyway, let's just assume Naga's Ensnare cancels TP. I think it does. It's like, it's been years now since I played this game, and all the changes where Meepo's Ensnare doesn't cancel TP. Even if I don't play Meepo, it's extremely important to know, because you're gonna play against Meepo. You may not play heroes, but you will play against them for sure. So knowing what they do, what their abilities do, and what they don't do is very important. Because you have to be playing against them, and you have to know what they do and what they cannot do.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Also, when I said the reason I picked Lifestealer Magic Immunity, it's also pretty good against SF. Lifestealer can very easily man up on SF with Rage, because SF SF deals a lot of magical damage in the mid game nowadays. Everybody goes for this 10% spell amplification talent on level 10, and then the raises deal like 1,000,000 damage. And the ultimate is really strong, so you just man up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Man up on the SF.
Regeneration.
His ultimate doesn't do anything through magic immunity, so yeah. Actually, SF's ultimate reduces damage through magic immunity. It says that it pierces spell immunity, but it's not the damage. He does not deal any damage through spell immunity. Only reduces the damage. SF's ultimate has damage reduction, so yeah. Alright, got my Radiance recipe delivered. This is going to be a really fast Radiance. I just noticed I got 50 denies. I don't I don't deny that much very often. 50 denies, holy shit. By the way, I think that on level 10, like when you go Radiance, you're probably supposed to skill the 200 health talent, because Armlet gives you HP when you activate it, and that helps Lifestealer fight better, the HP you get from Armlet. But in this case, no Armlet, but Radiance instead. So I'm probably supposed, like the other day I saw Illidan skill the 200 health when he went Radiance. And the Radiance is finished now. It helps, like, yeah, basically the Radiance, it killed the range creep by itself, so it really helps clearing waves faster. Brown boots Radiance, boys. Now, it's very good to get phase boots before going Radiance, that's for sure. When you have heroes rotating to your lane, in this case, if they rotate to my lane, they can't kill me anyway, because Rage counters them pretty hard. If enemy had like a support Bane, for example, that's very important here. If enemy had a support Bane, he would have an ultimate that goes through magic immunity. So Bane is very, very good at ganking Lifestealer. It's much better than Jakiro. Like, if Jakiro show up on my lane, I'm not gonna give a shit because he doesn't do anything when I rage. So when I know that I'm going to be completely safe with just brown boots and I'm completely free farming my lane and my teammates are applying pressure to the off lane, then I'm just gonna go Radiant straight. But I'm sure a lot of the times it's very good if you get phase boost first. And right here I see an opportunity to go bottom, and because I saw Medusa stuck in the tree, stuck in the trees right there, and I just go for a little free kill and I completely invade Medusa's lane. And this is the time. Earlier I said that I will talk about Medusa later. This is the time where we talk about Medusa. Lifestealer in the early and mid game is better than Medusa, I'm pretty sure. As a Lifestealer, when if you wanna pressure a Medusa, you do it in the early mid game, because later on she's gonna be way too tanky for you to kill in the duration of a rage. Because the perfect scenario for Lifestealer would be going in by slowing someone and killing them in a rage duration, and then you disengage a little bit, and then you go back in when you have rage again. It's 16 seconds cooldown with a 6-second duration on level 4, so you're gonna have it back pretty quickly. And Lifestealer can't really kill later on the Medusa in one rage duration, but in the early and mid game I can do that. And actually I'm gonna tip it top because this Centaur looks pretty dead. And there is a clockwork here. Okay, okay, I'm actually okay here. I'm pretty sure this SF was supposed to... Alright, okay, these guys are getting fucking wrecked, boys. Alright, that's a triple kill. I think the SF was supposed to probably use me, not himself or something like that, but even then it wouldn't matter much, because that's what magic immunity does. I was like, I had less than 1/3 of my HP and I was able to man up on the Jakiro because I simply don't care. As long as I have infest and open wounds, rage and open wounds, I don't really care. And look at the efficiency farming here. Both camps stacked and both being farmed at the same time with Radiance. Look at that efficiency farming. Look at that professional carry player right here, boys. Kappa. Holy shit, look at that. Oh man. That's 2 camps stacked and both farmed in like 20 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So the reason I was saying Lifestealer can pressure Medusa early and mid game and not later is because later she's gonna get the items that counter Lifestealer. Uh-oh. that's a dead Medusa. That's another kill on the Jakiro. Clockwork hook shots in, trying to kill the Sand King, but we kill the Clockwork. Easy peasy. And from here, we are pinging the tower. We're going to kill the tower. So, later on, Medusa is good against Lifestealer because Medusa is a hero that likes building the items that annoy Lifestealer. For example, Hurricane Pike. Lifestealer relies a lot on his slow, so he can hit opponents. But the Medusa can just force herself away with Hurricane Pike. So all kinds of force, like Force Staff and Hurricane Pike, are very annoying for Lifestealer. Those are the tools that kite Lifestealer, the Force Staff. So Medusa, if she wants to, it's not a must on the hero, but if she has to, she likes building the Hurricane Pike Medusa. And also Medusa has a very good Medusa item, Skadi. And that's very bad for Lifestealer because the Skadi movement speed slow goes through magic immunity. So when I rage and I go to someone, she's gonna hit me and I'm very slow and it's very annoying and it hurts and I start getting very kited. I started getting kited really hard. And my OD is throwing the game right here, guys. I don't know why, but OD is like... OD is diving tier 3 towers. I don't know what's wrong with him, but you know, since I am trying to win over here, you know, trying to win some video games, and I have the OD throwing my game, that's just unfortunate, Kappa. And I'm just gonna back off and farm. Not gonna dive the tier 3 with him and then die with him, because that would be very stupid. And after Radiance, I went Sanjin Yasha. I see a lot of people. I'm not saying, by the way, the build you like the items you see me build this game. I'm not saying that these are the items on every single Lifestealer game. In Dota, everything is situational, so something that will work one game for you, it may not work for you next game. A lot of things are situational. But I just felt like building these items this game. I felt like they were good. And what I see some people do after Radiance is they build Solar Crest. And I understand the Solar Crest, it gives you armor. Something that Armlet used to give you before, but you don't build Armlet. Instead of that, you build a Radiance. So Solar Crest gives you armor. And it gives you more evasion, which is nice against right clickers. And right here, I try to kill the Medusa. Okay, that's actually nice. I force her to use ultimate and then I run away. And meanwhile, my team is fighting on the mid lane. We lost 2 heroes on the mid lane, but I'm like pressuring bottom. Yeah, I'm just gonna be pressuring the bottom lane. And I'm tipping. Okay, that's a mistake for them. They can't push this tower. We gotta redirect them. Centaur TP'd out, damn. Centaur just left everybody. Oh, Jakiro went this way. And we killed the Jakiro too. That's a godlike on me. Look at the Radiance, look at the Radiance. I have 200 last hits at 21 minutes. I think every time before with Lifestealer at 21 minutes, I would have like 140 or 150 last hits max. Because you are farming slowly with Armlet, last hitting and killing the creeps one by one, while Radiance burns them, all of them together.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
By the way, with Lifestealer, when an enemy SF has Yule Scepter, you have to be very careful to not waste your time going on him. If you go on him and he has Yules ready, he's gonna Yules himself and that will remove the open wounds, right? Yule Scepter remove open wounds. So you kinda waste your focus on someone that's gonna remove your open wounds, and that can end up being a waste of time and you not doing anything in the fight. But in that case, when I TP'd to my mid lane tier 2 tower, I saw that SF used Dual Scepter on Naga. So the moment I realize SF's Dual Scepter is on cooldown, that's when I go on him immediately. Because I know that without Duels, he cannot survive. He cannot do anything.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There is a Centaur tipping in here. I get out. There is a Medusa here as well. Okay, telling my OD to come bottom. I don't know if we can kill anything here. It seems a little bit dangerous. When the entire enemy team is alive, we only see one hero top. We only see SF top. I am really strong, but if they go on me with 4 heroes, I am going to die, believe me. No matter how strong I am. I am extremely fat though. Let's take a look at the net worth. Look at the net worth. Look at that difference in the net worth. I'm like 6k, 5k gold ahead of the enemy SF. I have like 1 item on top of the SF. I have an entire Sanjin Yasha on top of the SF's net worth. So take double damage and let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, I'm definitely up for fighting top. I see a good opportunity on the top lane. And double damage, very easy fight. Rage, open wounds. Centaur is dead. Could have canceled that SFTP, but it's okay. Pretty nice carry game so far. I think I'm doing a pretty good job this game as a carry. I am farming as much as possible, gaining as much gold advantage as possible, and I am joining fights when I see it's a good fight. When I see that I cannot lose from the fight, I can only gain. I can only get kills. Like 5 minutes ago I TP'd and I got triple kill from a fight, and then another 5 minutes ago I TP'd and I got double kill from a fight. So I'm like tipping into fights where I can gain gold, and when I'm not fighting I'm farming very fast. I have 243 last hits in 25 minutes. I don't think I was realizing how many last hits I had in the game when I was playing the game, but now on the replay I see that I have a lot of last hits. How is the GPM? 638 GPM. Lifestealer? That's not bad at all. This hero normally doesn't have much GPM. This hero normally is a healer. He's like hero that gets 2 items. Let's say Armlet Desolator, and you kill everything you see. But in this case, you can kill everything you see, even with Radiance. Oh, is this the moment? Is this the moment I've been waiting for? Hell yeah, we going in, boys. Me and Sand King, infested Sand King going in. And I get stunned a little bit here. Very nice Naga sleep. And he's gonna get a 2-man Meteor Hammer stun. And Sand King ultimate with a stun as well. And I'm just burning Radiance, burning everybody. And right here, this is the Rampage. Rampage. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Radiance Rampage. Is that going to be my title? That can be my title. Radiance Rampage. Lifestealer. Radiance Rampage Lifestealer. Very nice teammates, by the way. we all have, you know, little mistakes and a little questionable plays where we get picked off in a very bad position, but overall my teammates are delivering so much, and for me it's like for the carry when okay, I think I overextended a little bit here. Okay, go away. I have a pistol blade, by the way, but sorry. Sorry. Sorry, man. Yeah, I think I overextended there, right? I overextended. And my teammates stayed in an aggressive position because of me. And they died. Two of my teammates died. But one thing I was gonna say as a carry is it's so good. You have such a fun and nice and enjoyable game as a carry when the rest of the teammates are doing their job and they are doing it well. A lot of the carry games can be very frustrating because you feel like you're playing 1v9 or 1v5 at least. But oh yeah, because of that mistake on the mid lane, now they get Roshan. Yeah, that's not good. See how very little overextending there can cost so much? I overextended there a little bit and my team died with 2 heroes, and then infest this guy, yep. And then enemy took Rosh. What I'm realizing recently and over the years, the way Dota has changed, the way Dota changes is, you know, it becomes more and more balanced team game. Like, they are trying to balance it, and believe me, balancing this game, all the pro players say it too, balancing this game is extremely hard. Some pro player, I heard PPD say that this game won't be balanced, like it will never be balanced because it's very hard to balance a game like this. But over the years with the patches, a lot of heroes getting nerfed and a lot of heroes getting balanced. That means only one thing: there are no heroes that you can solo carry the game with. Every year, every balance patch balances heroes that are extremely strong, and every time there are less and less heroes that can solo win you the game. For example, the sniper patch 6.83, like sniper and troll used to be extremely OP. You win win games alone with those heroes. And then the alchemist patch, where alchemist, if you learn how to play the hero and be efficient, you can have 1,200 GPM and you can get 6 slotted at minute 25 and you win the game by yourself. But alchemist got very nerfed and he's not even picked anymore. He's just not even picked anymore because he's gotten super nerfed. So the more balanced patches, this is what I'm thinking to myself. The more balanced patches are, like, the more balanced patches are delivered into the game, the more balanced the game becomes, and that means the more impossible it becomes for one to solo carry games. You will solo carry games no matter what if you are playing at a level that's below your skill level. Let's say a 7k MMR player plays at 5k MMR game, and he's gonna do much better than everybody else in the game, and he's gonna most likely solo carry the game a lot of the times. Not every single game, but a lot of the games. And like, the more balanced the game becomes when it's an even match where everybody is at the same level, you just depend too much on your teammates. That's what I'm leading to. Like, I'm trying to lead to something. What I'm trying to say is, you depend way too much on your teammates and they depend way too much on you than you think. Like,
top tower is under attack.
you just have to realize it. Maybe
Radiant's
you
bottom
don't
shrine
realize
is
it,
under
but
attack.
you, in a game of Dota, it's a team game. You depend so much on your teammates, but even more they depend on you. So going crazy and getting frustrated trying to solo carry games is
Radiant's
definitely
bottom
not the way to
shrine has
go.
fallen.
It's do your job. Everybody in a in this Dota team game, everybody in the team has a job, so do your job, do your part as best as you can, and expect teammates to do their part. And sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But as long as you do your part well every game, then you're gonna be winning more than half of your games, more than 50% win rate. And as long as you have more than 50% win rate, you're gonna be climbing MMR. You're gonna be winning MMR points. That's what I've realized. Let's see this team fight over here. I go on the Centaur because he has no escape from me. He has no... Okay, I definitely should have raged there. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting him to not stun me or something. And yeah, I just kill the Centaur. Centaur buyback. That's Clockwork and Centaur. 2 buybacks. Sand King stun. I think Medusa has her ultimate still, and that's literally the only thing that bothers me in the game. Medusa's ultimate. Nothing else really affects me in any way. I don't really care about anybody else. I only care about the Medusa ultimate. If she has it, she can stop me from going aggressive and killing everyone. So I'm like kinda hesitating here to push the top lane. Looks like we wanna get another pickoff with Sand King. We wanna get infest pickoff with Sand King. Clockwork should be happy that he missed the hook actually, because if that hook hit, Clockwork would have died. He would get jumped by Sand King and me infested instantly, and Clockwork would have died instantly. That's a very nice pickoff on the SF. And he has a buyback as well, it seems. So everybody in the enemy team bought back. It's so nice to have this Lifestealer hero with a Blink hero in your team, Sand King. Sand King is one of the best Lifestealer combos. He has a long range initiation stun, Burrow Strike, and he's a hero that normally buys Blink Dagger. And right here we go on the SF again. And now look at that 1k damage crit on Centaur. OD drops the hammer, deals a lot of damage. Alright, I get blocked by Cogs, but it doesn't matter so much. OD is going ham. And I think this is pretty much game over, isn't it? Wait, couldn't we just hit the throne here? They don't have buybacks. They used 3 of their buybacks. Maybe we could just hit the throne here. But going safe about it is perfectly fine. Getting the barracks and getting mega creeps, that's fine.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, going for mega creeps, I don't know. Better safe than sorry or something, I guess. Sometimes better safe than sorry. But I think we could have easily finished this game by destroying the tier 4 towers and then going for the throne. Is my mic too quiet? I'm kinda looking at my... I'm looking at my OBS and I hope the microphone is not too quiet. I hope it's okay. I think the microphone volume is very similar to the in-game sound, like my microphone sound. I think what would be perfect is if my mic is a little bit louder than the game,
Radiant's middle tower.
I hope I'm not too quiet. I hope you guys can hear very well. And I hope this was a great video. I mean, I hope I didn't talk too much, or I hope what I talked was good and nice to hear, and not something that... I don't think I said something that makes no sense or something that doesn't matter. I think I'm pretty sure everything I said matters and, you know, makes perfect sense. Look at that combo, by the way. Look at that. Naga Siren is such a strong hero right now. I play support. I play every role in this game, so when I play support, I have to try the Naga because she's really strong. She has very high base movement speed, which is nice for the early game when you're roaming. The movement speed is great, and you have an ultimate that can win you team fights. When the fight is going back, you can just use Song of the Siren and disengage and like TP out. And the Song of the Siren can also be used in the other way to initiate the fight. It can be to disengage, but it also can be to initiate the fight. We've taken actions. Oh, taken actions. I wonder if people actually get banned when I get this this text saying we have taken actions against players you have reported. I get that almost every day now, but I don't know if they actually get banned or do they get a warning or something. I'm not sure. But I report people when I really think they need to be reported. So we have got our pretty amazing Lifestealer game. I like playing Lifestealer, and this game was so fun. We owned so hard in this one. We've got almost 700 GPM on the Lifestealer. 18, 0, and 10. Did not die a single time. Pretty good Lifestealer game. If you didn't die a single time and you were part of 28 kills. The most. The most in the team. Highest kill participation, right? That's what Radiance does. It just burns everybody in the fight and you just get assists. Lol. But that Rampage though. We had Rampage this game too. You know, highest damage done, highest last hits and GPM, and highest kills, KDA and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like on the video. That helps out a lot. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I upload every day, almost every day, let's say. Sometimes I could skip because I don't have anything to upload. Happens. But I upload videos almost every day. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Good luck and have fun playing games.